Hi, my name is Zakaran and welcome to my video podcast, How to Conquer Rejection, 2 Master Keys of Happiness and Success, where I give you the 2 master keys to help you conquer the monster of rejection. Because the fact of the matter is, you can't conquer rejection, just like you can't conquer anything in the world of form to somehow get rid of what you do not want, because you can't get rid of what you don't want. You can only create what you do want. And your attention upon what you don't want and your actions to try to conquer your monster only makes the monster stronger and gives you more of what you don't want. And the key with any issue in life is not to try to get rid of anything, but to just stop creating what you don't want and start creating what you do want. You can't get rid of rejection. You can only create a vibrational state where rejection doesn't matter and is not an issue in your life. So, master key number 1 is to become unrejectable by getting over your fears of rejection, and then it doesn't matter if you get rejected or not. And master key number 2 is you've got to get into a business that makes you money, whether other people buy from you or not, or want to buy from you, and whether they reject you or not. Then again, rejection is meaningless because you're making money with or without them. And in this podcast, I'm going to show you how. Hi, my name is Zakaran, and I help success-minded people create the happy, abundant lifestyle you love in my videos and podcasts, articles, and books at Zakaran.com. I reveal the master keys of success, business, money, leadership, relationship, and the law of attraction so that you can create and attract the happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and freedom that you desire. All right, here we go. How to conquer rejection. Bum, 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 bum. The 2 master keys of happiness and success. Now, rejection is one of my favorite subjects, especially when it comes to business. But of course, it is a major topic in life in general, especially in regards to love and relationships. And fear of rejection is a major dream killer because it stops people from succeeding in business, relationships, creative endeavors, because people fear being ridiculed by their peers and family. And of course, people fear failure, which is kind of a big rejection because you're being rejected by success. And then people fear ridicule by friends and family for failing and losing money and being, rejected by success, so to speak. Now, there is no way to conquer rejection so that 100% of every soul on earth says yes to you or your business, product, or service and falls instantly in love with you. And it's a waste of your creative power to even try. Most business and marketing training is all about techniques to somehow miraculously get rid of most of rejection to your offer or to your service. And there are many tricks of psychology to supposedly help you conquer rejection, but actual physical rejection is not the problem. The monster to conquer is your fear of rejection. Then when you get rejected, it doesn't even matter. And this is the ultimate goal in business and in life, even in love and a relationship in general, that leads to happiness and ultimately to massive success. But without it, without becoming at peace with rejection, without getting to a place where your happiness, well-being, success, and wealth are not dependent upon others, until you get to that place, massive success is not even possible. And in fact, your happiness, which is all you really want in the first place, is not possible. Because your happiness is dependent upon other people's fickle, constantly changing moods and actions, which you have zero control over. So, since you have no physical control over the moods of others, your only choice is to control the only thing you actually have any control over, which is your own emotional state. which means getting over your fears of rejection in the first place. So how can you conquer your fear of rejection so that it doesn't matter in the least when someone says no to you, your product, or your business opportunity? Or they ridicule you or judge you for being a dreamer and wanting things that seem to them to be unreasonable or impractical or impossible. Well, the key is to become unrejectable. In other words, you must get to an emotional and mental state where your happiness and your self-worth and your prosperity, etc., are not dependent upon what anyone else thinks, says, or does. And that especially includes your closest friends, lovers, or family, who are theoretically supposed to unconditionally love you and unconditionally support you, which of course is hardly the case, because most people look to other people's actions as the primary conditions to make them happy or not. But you must be smarter than that and take back your power of controlling your own emotional state by being able to control your emotional state. You must make your emotional state completely independent of what other people think, say, and do. But the problem is that you have been trained to think more about what other people are doing and what they're thinking, and than what you've been trained to. You've been trained to make other people's happiness more important than yours. You've been trained to believe that the more people you make happy, the happier you will be. But making sure everyone else on earth is happy is beyond a 24/7 impossible task. In fact, it's not remotely possible to make anyone happy, let alone the entire planet. Each individual on planet Earth is 100% responsible for their own emotional state and happiness. And it is each person's choice whether they're going to be happy or not. Just as it is your choice to be happy regardless of how many people say no to your deal or your product or your business or you as a lover, etc., etc., or if they say no to you, personally, whether they just like you or not. It's your choice to feel happy or sad as a result of other people's actions, or to be happy regardless of other people's actions. So, yes, you've been trained to make everyone else a priority over yourself, but it's not too late to give up that addiction and that belief and that program. And it will take practice, and you will fall into old traps and actually care at times what other people think, which of course is the trap, because you still have old beliefs that you actually need other people for your emotional survival and your emotional well-being and success and wealth and love, etc., etc. But that's an old lie built on an extremely faulty tribal premise to believe as the tribe does, so that they won't reject you and throw you out of the cave to be eaten by the saber-toothed tiger, so that you can feel loved and so that you feel like you belong and you're loved, etc., etc. But being accepted by the tribe because you believe the same false beliefs as the tribe is not real. It is not real love. It is not real acceptance. It is not real loyalty. False beliefs need tribal support to maintain their existence, and rejection and ridicule are the tools used to maintain those false beliefs and keep the tribe together, built around false beliefs, and to keep you in line with the beliefs of the tribe. Again, to maintain those false beliefs. And the only way to leave the tribe and get away from the agreed upon lies is to make your happiness more important than the tribe's happiness. And that will surely get you kicked right out of the tribe, out of the cave. And in the old days, of course, you'd be the dinner for the saber-toothed tiger. But it doesn't matter, because your happiness, love, well-being, health, and prosperity on all levels now is not dependent upon what others believe about you. You're not just going to survive, you're going to thrive. So you've got to become a master of controlling your own emotional state regardless of conditions, regardless of what anyone else is thinking, saying, or doing. You got to become a master of putting yourself into a high vibrational state, a high vibrational, happy, vibrant state where you are alone first thing in the morning. When you're alone, first thing in the morning, you want to pre-pave your vibration so that you can maintain that high vibrational state when you are with people. It is the classic Kwai Chang Caine, Kung Fu, Zen master, or monk or nun master who studies and meditates for years and years in the safe, supportive space of the monastery and reaches a state of enlightenment, of high vibrational state. But then at some point, when the master is ready, it is time for you to leave. When you can snatch the pebble from my hand, it will be time for you to leave. And B, now you got to be that master out into the world. You were the master in the cave. Now you got to practice that, being a master out into the world. And it's easy to be enlightened in a cave or at a nice, safe environment of a monastery, but a tad more difficult to maintain that high vibrational state amongst the chaos of humanity and their very low vibrational thoughts and stupid, idiotic beliefs and superstitions, etc. But you don't have to travel to Tibet and live in a monastery for 10 years so that you can get to an emotional and spiritual state of enlightenment where you are happy and content regardless of what insanity is happening in the world. All you need to do is start every day like monks and nuns do, which is meditate and read and chant and affirm and visualize and connect to Source for 1 hour. That's your hour of power, as Tony Robbins calls it. And I love that name because that is your hour of power that's really going to set your mindset of power for your day and pre-pave your way. If you can only squeeze in 30 minutes before the chaos starts in your house, well, then 30 minutes to thrive will do. But I recommend committing to at least 1 hour of power every single morning. I spend 2 or 3 hours of power every morning. Just get your lazy ass up early enough so that you can have that solid hour to yourself. And tell your family you are not to be disturbed until your hour of power is done under penalty of dismemberment. And after you've been doing your hour of power consistently, day in and day out, you will become addicted to your hour of power, and you will naturally wake up in time, and then you can throw away your alarm clock because you're just going to love your hour of power so much. And if you miss your hour of power one morning, I guarantee you'll notice the difference in your feeling state, especially because you won't feel as vibrant. You won't feel as live and full of life. You'll feel somewhat disconnected. Things don't go quite as smoothly as they did the day before when you did your hour of power. Conflicts arise where on our power days, everything went real smoothly, especially your interactions with people. And after 30 days of consistent daily pre-paving your day with your hour of power, your life will start improving immensely, absolutely guaranteed. Synchronicities are going to start happening every single day. Money flows much easier. Amazing opportunities come your way on a regular basis. Your relationships all improve. And old relationships that had no chance of improving fade away. Old patterns just fade away. You feel healthier. So your hour of power and other success rituals, which I recommend instilling into your life from my amazing daily success ritual video and audio series, are the absolute key to creating a solid high vibrational state of happiness and contentment and joy and love and fulfillment, which opens up the floodgates to receiving what you want in life to manifest into your physical life. And that includes money and wealth and financial freedom and amazing relationships and whatever you want. So that's the number one top priority, guaranteed to succeed, master key to conquering rejection, because rejection then means nothing. Diddly squat, because nothing anyone else thinks, says, does, etc., which includes rejecting you, your product, your service, your business, your whatever, means anything to you. Diddly squat. Your happiness, well-being, love, joy, abundance, wealth, etc., is not dependent on anyone else and what they think, say, or do. It only depends on you, and that's all you need to create absolutely anything you desire. It's just you, baby. But it's helpful to solidify that, all that internal work, with action. That solidifies the internal work into physical reality. You need to put all your hour of power work every day into the physical and put it into practical reality so that you're a master out in the world. So that brings us to number 2 master key to help you conquer rejection, which is getting into a business where you make money regardless of how many people say no to your deal or not. Now, the question is, does that business actually exist? And after decades of doing business, involving spiritually and financially and going through countless businesses and tons of training, live training, audio training, video training, I finally found a business where it actually does exist. It actually is real. Any other business on the planet, if you're not making sales, then you are not making money, baby. Every other business I have ever done, including painting, handyman work, filmmaking, acting, internet sales, teaching seminars, selling books, 4 different network marketing business. If I wasn't selling something or selling myself, sponsoring new people, etc., I wasn't making any money until I started studying, business success training, especially Robert Kiyosaki training, where he talks about the cash flow quadrant and getting over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant to the business and investing side. And in this case, I emphasize investing. So I started studying a lot about investing. And when I expanded my reality with success in business training from mentors like Robert Kiyosaki and Tony Robbins and countless others, and expanded my reality around money and wealth, and to allow not just the possibility of wealth, but the reality of wealth, then I discovered an investing business where my money is invested by the company and makes me money every week, whether I introduce it to anyone else or not. But I can optionally make additional money, active money, so I'm making passive money with the investing, but I can make active money, as much money as I want to make, depending on how much energy and attention and hours I put into it. I can make additional money and more active rather than passive income if I choose to, by introducing it to people. But that's completely optional. So I finally, literally, don't care if when I introduce this to this investing opportunity to other people, and they say no, or it's a scam, or it's that's not even possible to make that kind of percentage every week, or countless other ignorant, uneducated excuses and lazy responses. I don't care, because number one, my happiness and my prosperity is not emotionally dependent upon them saying yes and getting into this. And number two, my finances are not dependent on them saying yes. The success in my business is not dependent upon them saying yes or not. I make money every single week, whether they say yes or no, whether they get involved or not, whether they make any money or not. I'm going to make money regardless of them. So for decades, I've been working on that life issue of rejection, and especially in the last decade of pre-paving my vibration every day and always raising my vibration and building that foundation of unconditional happiness that is independent of other people and their beliefs and actions and lack of action, and by surrendering and allowing for unlimited possibilities, especially in the businesses that I was doing, especially in the network marketing industry. And I finally attracted the answer because I was a vibrational match to that answer. after years and years and years of working on that issue and applying it in businesses. For 10 years, I chased after the golden unicorn, the dream, the promise of passive income that is the dream of business in general, but especially the dream in network marketing. And for 10 years, I chased after that dream promised by so many, but realized by only the few. And by doing the daily work of pre-paving my day every day and committing to the success principles and the success rituals, and by becoming a master of the law of attraction, in my hour of power every day, I attracted the physical business that was a vibrational match to my beliefs and my vision and my long-standing dream of complete financial freedom. And this financial freedom, where more than enough passive income is coming in every week that covers all your expenses, plus is available to literally anyone. But you got to get to the place where you can allow it. And you don't need to be rich to get rich, contrary to what most people believe, because they just don't know. They're not educated about success and money and business. Most people believe you need money to get money, but you don't really. This is, and what I'm involved in is not some pie in the sky, get rich in a week scheme, but rather it is a solid foundational game plan to get rich in a reasonable amount of time that can be as soon as a few years, depending on your cash reserves and your motivational level and how much energy and attention you put into this and how much you raise your vibration, do your hour of power every day, or as long as 5 to 10 years or more on a consistent time track with very little effort on your part. So you can kind of do the fast route or you can kind of do the slow route. This internet age and the philanthropic nature of many extremely successful business people who have been in business for countless years and been involved in the investing world, thanks to them and our desires as a society for freedom, for more ease, for more abundance, for more prosperity, for more riches, has created these types of opportunities, as well as the countless millions of freedom-loving people who have been involved in the network marketing industry over the last 100 years, as well as all the so-called hippies and other freedompreneurs who have been envisioning a more free and abundant society. All these people have created and attracted these kinds of opportunities and investment opportunities and business opportunities, because there is no such thing as limitation. There's no such thing as lack of any kind. And there is certainly no such thing as a limitation of money and wealth. There is more than enough of everything for everyone. And there are now currently more than enough opportunities available to anyone who chooses to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, regardless of any external conditions and any of conditions in their life, including how much money they've got or the lack of money they've got. But who is open to amazing conditions to manifest, such as this business model I am involved in, where your money works hard for you rather than you working hard for your money? It's available to you. So, if that sounds good to you, getting your money working hard for you rather than you working hard for your money sounds like the life for you, then contact me now at I Love Freedom, and I'll show you a very short video about how it works. Because you can be, do, and have whatever you want, but you've got to believe it to receive it. But if you doubt, then you will surely go without. And there's another classic saying, no one ever got rich being skeptical. So contact me now at ilovefreedom.info. Let's get you on the road to freedom. Hope you enjoyed this video podcast. Please share with your friends. Bless them with these amazing teachings. Come visit me at zakairan.com for more amazing goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality to create whatever you want in your life. Thanks again for watching this video or listening to this podcast, and I wish you immense joy and abundance on your magnificent journey of divine creation. And remember to make life a holiday. Woohoo!